I'll put it on the tape later.
Okay. So, good notion to everybody.
We know all the of the Rebbe to make Sion for every Sefer in the Rambam, and according to the schedule of the 3 prokim a day, those is the Mahzor HaArbaim. So we have today an honor, Rav Shmuel Krammer from the Menalim Yeshiva, Yeshiva Gdeile, Tam Chatmimim was Heintis Eichet, the Achone, we were just 2 days before, the Achone of the Gemara from Yas, so we would ask them to make a סיום on הפלאה and the Aschola of Zera'im. Rabbi,
thank you very much, Rabbi Zalmanov. A good noven to everybody who's listening and who's tuned in and who's going to listen. So we're going to make a סיום on Sefer HaFlo. Bashgoch Protis, it's Besmichis to Chof Cheshvan, the Yom Haledes of the Rebbe Rashab, the Yom Haledes 160. He was born in Tov Reish Chof Aleph, Chof Cheshvan. And it's interesting to know that the Chassidim said on the Rebbe Rashab that he's the Rambam of Chassidus, the Rambam of Chassidus. Why the Rambam of Chassidus? Why was he called the Rambam of Chassidus? Because he took the Inyonim of Chassidus and made it like the Rambam. He put them in a Sefer Mesudar by topics in a very, very orderly fashion. So we'll finish the last halacha in Sefer HaFlo. A person should not consecrate, he shouldn't make holy all of his nechosim, everything that he owns. Somebody who does this, he's going against what the pasuk, what the Torah holds a person should do. It says if somebody is makdish something, mikol ashaloi, something of what is, not everything that he owns. Like the Chachomim explained, why shouldn't a person make holy everything that he has and give everything away to Hekdesh or to Tzedakah? And the Chachomim said, "Ve'in zuchsid is not." Holy elishtus. It's silly to do that. He's going to lose all his money because he gave it all away. He's not going to have anything for himself. And then they'll have to come on to people to beg for it. And you don't have to have Rahman. The Rebbe Rashab, the Yom Haledes of Chav Cheshvan, he said that on a shirt, even a big and in such and similar things, the Chachamim said a person who does this is a chosid shoite, is a from those that destroy the world. He should give tzedakah. He shouldn't give more than a fifth, more than 20%. He should be like the Nevi'im said. He should do his affairs with justice. In other words, it should be nothing with a cheshbon. It should be calculated. Bein b'divrei Torah, bein b'divrei elam. Say in divrei Torah and say in worldly matters. Even karbonos that a person has to give. When you're eile regel, had a choset Torah al momin, the Torah had rachmanos on a person's money. When you come to be eile regel, and you bring the chagigas and the karbonos, and this is what you have to bring karbonos. And still the Torah says, kifi misas yoda, you should only give what you could afford and not more. How much more so things that you don't have, you're not chayiv, but you only decided on your own that you want to give it. Only because you promised. So you should only promise and pledge only what you could afford. According to what the Eibishter blessed you, if the Eibishter blessed you with a lot of money, then you should actually give a lot of money. But if not, then you shouldn't give all of your money. You should leave some for yourself. So I just want to say this is the סיום of Haflah, and now we start Sefer Zera'im. And there's a connection between Haflah and Zera'im, and it actually has a connection, the Rebbe says, with Yom Haledes, because there's a Yom Haledes now coming up, Chofcheshvan, like we mentioned. There's a connection with Yom Haledes. Why? Because Haflah is a wondrous thing. Haflah, it's apela. That goes on the neshama. And Zera'im is something that you put in the ground. So when Hashomah comes down into the guf, that's the connection, that's putting together Haflah and Zera'im. And that's really the chibur, that's the connection of bli gvul and gvul. And really, you could ask a question. The Rambam, Sefer Haflah, finishes with what I just mentioned, that a person should not give more than a choimish, everything should be calculated. How could it be that the Rambam finishes Sefer Haflah? Haflah means apela, it's wonderful, it's bli gvul, and he's finishing off with something with very, very calculated and very mugbal. So the answer is that we find this many times. We find that the Alter Rebbe writes in Tanya that you should be marbi b'tzedakah and you shouldn't worry about how you fazer yosef b'choimish, because madach a person will give out for health reasons, for chayi guf. He'll give out any money that he has. He's not going to be only a choimish. If he needs unfortunately, if somebody needs a doctor or medicines, he'll give whatever he has. So kal v'chomer, for fuz hanefesh, for sure you can give out yosef b'choimish. And the same thing is, we find, let's say, b'negei dinyan of the tshuva. You have to do tshuva every day. The tshuva is important to do every day of the year. You always have to be in a tnu of tshuva. Still, you have the serisimei tshuva when dafke those days are special. So you find, and the same thing is also with limud Torah. You're supposed to learn Torah. However, there's certain days, like hilchos chag b'chag, you have to learn certain halachos on certain times. So you find in Torah, in tshuva, in other mitzvahs, in tzedakah, you find a contradiction. Sometimes you have to be mugbal, and sometimes you have to give a bli gvul. And the answer is that there's times like this and times like that. There's zmanim that you have to be mefazer yosef b'choimish, and sometimes you shouldn't give more than a choimish. And it's no steer. And the emes is that this is the connection between bli gvul and gvul. The things that you do, bli gvul has to be in a gvul, but even the things that gvul have to be also in a notion of bli gvul. In other words, this has to be like the Rebbe said in Chofkas Nissen, the famous Sicha, Oiris de Toyu in Kalim de Tikkun. And Dafke through the neshama, which is bli gvul, and it comes down into a guf, which is gvul. Dafke through this, are you making a dir b'tachtonim, and you're being mekayim the kavona el yoine of making a dir lo yizborich dir b'tachtonim. So now we'll just start hilchos Zera'im. Give me 1 minute. We'll get the sefer. It's a short halacha aleph in hilchos klayim. Hazereya shnei minei Zera'im. Somebody who plants two kinds of seeds, ke'echad in one, in Eretz Yisrael, loike you get malchus. Shnemar sodchol le'sizra kalayim. You're not allowed to mix seeds, different seeds. And Abipashas is because the Eibishter made the world the right way, and you're coming and you're mixing, so you're making a bilbul in the world. So thank you very much. The Eibishter will help him, like we made a sim on our floor. The Eibishter will help him. We should have a sim on the Golus, not before Chofcheshvan, before the Yom Haledes of the Rebbe Rashab, who is also the Miyasid of Temchit Mimim. And we should celebrate the beginning of Zera'im in Eretz Yisrael with the Rebbe and Mashiach. A good novent.
Grace and thanks, Shmuley, and the Rebbe shall take help from them seeing from הפלאה, und only from זרעים, so sehen die הפלאה, we are in the year of Arenu, פלאה Arenu, so הפלאה is also from the union of פלאה Arenu, we should take to see this galus of the Rebbe, take it from Miyad, and we should be finished with this galus, and right, we'll, as Shmuley said before, we'll celebrate with our Rambam, the Rebbe Rashab, his 106th birthday. Take it from Miyad Mamesh, Shkoyach.
Amen. Kol tov.